Okay, I just made a video maybe 5 minutes ago, long enough for me to get it titled, get it hashtagged, and start uploading it. And already I can hear thunder in the distance. So like I said, you gotta know, gotta be wary. You don't just think oh, it's a nice sky. You gotta know there is storm in the sky. You gotta be able to feel the weather. Also, it's dropped probably maybe 5 degrees since that video. And see, that's when it starts to cool off. When that cold air starts coming in, it'll come in and it pushes up, right? And push up under, and it pushes over the warm air and the humidity that was here. Actually, it feels really nice now compared to what was like 5 minutes ago. 5 minutes ago, it was, you know, warm and muggy, and now it's a cool breeze. But the thing with that cool breeze is it's going to push around and around and around with that hot, high temperature, the humidity, and that's what creates the tornadoes. So I'm going to shoot this video here, get a nice little shot of these clouds and whatnot, and I'm going to head on out. I got to, you know, I can't just be standing out here. Now, as much as I like to stand out and record the weather and stuff, you also got to be ready to be on the move, to get out of Dodge, as they say. There's a word I left out, but you get the idea. Because I mean, look at that. That's beautiful right there. That's so beautiful. Those clouds are so beautiful. But then you look up and you see that solid mass. That's going to want to push down against this open air. And then they're going to get tangling, and they're going to get twisting. And that's also why it's called a twister. Because it's two fronts. Here, let me go. Can you see? Two fronts. They come together and they just start twisting and twisting and twisting. And if they get the right pressure from that front, from the you know, the weather front, how do I put this? Sorry, I guess, guys. Apparently, I lost for words here of these things that I know very well. The system, the high pressure, the low front and the high front, but you get a low front, so you already got a system. Excuse me, a system in place. And then when that low front comes in, and that's what we're expecting today, is a low front. It comes in and it pushes, and then it grabs a hold, and they start twisting. And if there's enough pressure in that system to push that air that's going against each other down, so it's going to be turning. It'll turn around up high. But it's when they get to the right amount of pressure to push it down, that's when you get tornadoes on the ground. They can always form up in the clouds and twist around and do their thing, and then eventually one of them gives up, and then you see it just, clouds just kind of wisp away, and the tornado itself will break up. But if there's enough energy in that system and in those clouds twisting, once that all comes together and you get that pressure and it just pushes it down, and then once it's on the ground, then it builds. So think of it as kinetic energy. So then once that kinetic energy hits the ground, then it builds and it pushes. It continues to gather force. And yeah, that's when you get a long track tornado on the ground. And that's when you get, you know, people displaced. You get stuff just torn up. That's when it gets real bad. It's when it gets real dangerous. Hey, look, there's like there's Dumbo. Hey, Dumbo. You see him? There's a little elephant. So that's what we're dealing with today. So I'm gonna go jump in the truck and get on out of here. Go get this check cash, get some money, get some supplies, and then, you know, hear it? You hear it? It's coming. It's coming. There's the thunder rumbling. But man, it feels so good. Oh, here comes the sprinkling. Yep. So this solid front back here is going to come over here and start mixing with this front right here. That's still the high front right there. That's our high pressure. Well, that peak of that cloud looks really cool. But this is our high pressure right over here. The low pressure is behind me, coming in out of the south, heading north. See, if you could see the way my shirt's blowing, and you'd see it's coming in behind me. Like I don't know. Can you see my hair blowing? It's blowing in from behind me. That's the low pressure. Oh, here it really comes. That's low pressure, and it's gonna over here to this high pressure. It's all nice and beautiful, whatever. At least so you think so. And then them clouds are gonna start churning and burning. And then hopefully, you know, that's all they do, cause they always have that energy and that potential for tornado, but sometimes it don't always produce tornado. So hopefully it'll just, the energy and everything will battle up there, and it'll just lose energy. And then once it loses energy, then there's no harm in tornado. That's how we go from tornado watch to tornado warning. And you got a warning, you know it's going to happen. It's coming. You got to watch. You got to look out for it. There's two different levels of, you know, tornado alertness, tornado advisories. But I mean, other than the fact that there's going to be a tornado out of this, it feels really nice. I'll be perfectly honest with you. It feels really nice. It's nice. It's overcast. The sun ain't beating down on you. The breeze is blowing. It's nice and cool. A light sprinkle, you know, getting a little drop here and there. But it's what's going to come out of it is the big deal. The real big deal. So yeah, we all watch this, and then if something does happen, maybe I can film it, and then we'll get another little clip of what a tornado should be, or would be, or how it forms, or what happens during blah 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 such and such, or just get one, you know, captured and then sent out, and y'all can check it out. But other than that, guys, these clouds are so beautiful. I'm telling you right now. I wish it would capture the contrast. I must have a fingerprint or a smudge on one of my cameras, because it's not picking up the crispness of it. Alright, anyways, deuces, y'all. I got things to do.